Welcome to SomeGuy's Garage. Today we're going to take a look at another product from Tool Wrangler that is used to hang air tools off their fittings. So we'll take a look at that in a second, but first I wanted to talk a little bit about the Tool Wrangler holders for the DeWalt 20 volt tools. When we had tested, we had been using the newer DeWalt Atomic ones, and we had found that they're quite stiff, like on and off. They're very difficult to actually fit on the tool. But after speaking to the owner of the company, we did a little trial and error and found out that almost all of the other tools, the non-atomic versions, fit really well. So you can see that slides on and off quite easily. So comparatively to the atomic tools here. And this was true of all my different DeWalt tools. We probably tried a dozen different tools to see how they would all fit. So the fitment problems I had with these are actually more down to the specific tools than the holders themselves. So just a good thing to note. By the way, I'm not sponsored by these guys. I just happened to talk to the owner about it. Really good customer service in that sense. And that's part of the reason why I wanted to try these out as well, just to see how they work. So I had purchased these myself as well. This is not sponsored in any way. So as usual, let's start with unboxing here. So nice packaging. Does say it works with a whole bunch of different types of fittings. Including Milton V, which is what I use, or the standard M's that a lot of people use. Those are the two probably most common that you'll see in Canada, the M especially, but V is the kind of the other good one to use. They're higher flow, but it does support a lot of different sizes. And these come in a pack of 5, and they're just like basically quick connect couplings that you can use to hang your tools. So let's take a look at those. So opening it up here. They are in plastic packaging here. Before we get to that, so business card about them, the instructions as well. So it has an instruction sheet in here. Take a quick look. Just mentions all the different fitting types, all the different orientations, and weight limits. Actually upwards of 100 pounds on some of them. So especially the vertical and upright, which makes sense. And then 20 pounds horizontal. That's going to be more than any standard air tool anyway. It also comes with fastening hardware, and then just shows you, mount to studs if you're going into the wall like that, and a little bit of instructions about how they go together and stuff. So that's cool. And then the fittings themselves, let's have a look at these here. Get one out of there. Nice heavy weight to them. Looks like a good fit. They're supposed to be push connects, so I don't know if everybody's seen that, but certain air tools you have to pull the collar first and then put the tool in. These are actually just push them in, and they're always kind of spring loaded there. The bolts look to be mounted already in the back with a washer, or alternatively they do have wood screws. So basically what happens is you pass the screw down through the middle there, and you can screw this into the wall or into a surface and mount your tool to it. So we'll try that with the board in a few minutes here. But first let's just try with an air fitting. So this is a Milton V fitting, and they should just push to connect. Beautiful. And then pull to release. Actually quite nice and easy. Good spring loaded to it, but not a... I know some people, if you've ever tried to connect some air tools, it takes a lot of pressure to push it in. Without the airline pressure on it, the fitment's quite good. Just trying with a couple other things. I have a little blowgun here that has the M style, but I also have another V, just kind of the other size fitting. Actually, while we're here, you can just see how much bigger the Milton V's are from an M, and that just gives you a whole lot more airflow. But we'll try this one out as well here. So push to connect, nice and simple, comes out, great fit. And then the blowgun here, push to connect, comes out, nice and easy, good fitment. So that's pretty awesome. All right, I'm just gonna take the bolt out of the back here, just have a look at this. So looks like they're in there pretty tight. Let me grab a second pair of pliers. So just a second pair of the Nipex plier wrench here to hold the other side. Look at this, those come out. So it's a standard machine screw thread here in the back. This lets you mount to, say, a metal panel or something like that rather than into wood. Otherwise, like I was saying, the screw passes down through and you can mount them that way, which is what we're going to try today in just a minute here. All right, so I have a chunk of wood here with the fitting and my impact driver. So we'll just give this a shot, mounting it straight through. So pretty simple that way. I'm going to go into one of the holes I already had from the previous test. Looks like it bottomed out. So that's a standard 2-inch bit, not long enough to actually get it to the bottom of the fitting. So have a longer one here so we can actually tighten this down. Don't want to over tighten. All right, we're mounted here. Tight enough, yep. And similarly, things just plug in. Okay, that's a little bit of fun. But let's try it with a heavier tool. So this is the IR 2135 impact wrench. So mounted there. It's about as heavy as you'd have for most homeowner tools potentially. You know, a 3/4 gun will be heavier than this, but there aren't a lot of other handheld air tools that are as heavy as an air impact. But let's see how it fits and holds. We'll throw it upside down here. Yeah, great fit. Holds onto it tight. No wiggle, no wobble. And it's nice it actually just swivels around so you can orient it whichever way you want. And of course, releasing it just pulls and comes right out. So that's super easy to get in and out. It still uses your standard air fittings of the other types, and you can just mount them up. So really nice design on these. Works really easy, and the fitment is very smooth and feels very solid. So the actual fit to this is quite solid, and hanging it does work quite well. All right, so overall, I have to say these are pretty darn good. The fitment is fantastic, and execution and everything here is great. The different types of hardware for mounting is really convenient, and the fact that it fits the air fittings just perfectly is really nice. I'm gonna say I actually highly recommend these for somebody that needs to store air tools. What I think I'm actually gonna do is put my blowguns on these over by my air hose reel and maybe my tire inflator and stuff. So just more easy access than going to the toolbox. But like I said, overall, pretty impressed. If you have any questions about these, let me know in the comments below. If you aren't already subscribed, please consider it. And as always, thanks for watching.